What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today playing some more Idle Heroes. Today, we are on the free-to-play account. I know yesterday I had to skedaddle on you a little bit faster than normal, and a lot of people were like, hey, that's okay, just give us a longer episode tomorrow. So hopefully today we can make that dream come true, but it's probably going to be, if I had to guess, a mix between like maybe broken spaces or tower pushing, because right now we're kind of locked out of most game modes. Like, we don't have anything to do here. We don't have an E5 hero yet. We're going to try to make progress towards that today. But campaign, we're just, you know, artificially level locked for really no reason, because like, I mean, we can just go ahead and just boop this guy down with my current team. Honestly, watch this. We could get rid of my best heroes. What's the odds we beat this with just these dudes? Let's see. Can we beat it without our E2 hero at all? Looking pretty good. Yeah, that's looking pretty crazy. So even without our good hero in our lineup, we can absolutely just dumpster with 5-star heroes the campaign. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Especially, okay, here, listen here. If you want to level lock the campaign up to level 100, makes sense. Sure, that's where you unlock the Idle Master, where you can do your daily quest automatically. If you want to put that as the final roadblock to leveling in the campaign, and then at level 17.5, just say, okay, push till you get stuck. Way better system. Way better system. Because there's nothing more boring than just having to sit there and wait for a time period to instantly decimate the next challenge, right? You might as well let me push until I get power stuck, and then I actually have to start thinking about what I want to build next, rather than saying like, okay, how many days until I'm level 101? Right? And like, it's annoying for me. Like, imagine you're Phoenix. Imagine you're level 119, VIP mother loving 10, and all you can do in campaign is arbitrarily wait for a short amount of time to go and, like, with 390 million battle power, just steamroll the rest of it. You know, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you want to spend roughly probably, I don't know, $8,000-ish for VIP 10, the game should not be holding you back and saying like, eh, hold up there, buddy. Oh, by all means, my friend, get to Void campaign in a month. That's fine. So I don't get the point of Void like locking us out of here. The vast majority of the player base is not going to steamroll to Void campaign in like a week. It just ain't going to happen. And if you want to spend enough money to do that, I mean, I think you should be able to. Go nuts. But not the point for today. The day's point is the event. And by the event, I mean this portion of the event, the Orbage of a Prophet Nature. We have quite a few orbs of a Prophet Nature. We have like 300 plusage, 334, and that's not all. Because we've got 10,000 of these, I can buy 50 more. I could be up at 380 orbs right now. Am I? No. Could I be? Yes. Will I be? No. Maybe later. But today, I was thinking like, do I just want to do 80 orbs and do like a small amount of progression, or do I want to go ahead and kind of future-proof my growth chapters? Because these are going to become pretty important pretty soon. I could go ahead and drop like 30 wishing coins and start moving past this. We're going to get stuck primarily in settlement areas. This is what kind of sucks about only building one hero, is it takes very long times to boost your settlements. And also, it really takes longer if you're not in a guild that has more than one person, where you can get these upgraded like passively through your teammates. That would be nice as well. So this is going to slow us down a little bit, but orbs are also going to be a sticking point. That's why we're going to use them. But I believe it's like, what, chapter 50 something that we end up needing like 100 orbs spent. So if we only spend 80 today, the odds that we end up getting like locked out, I mean, 6 settlements, that's kind of a boner. But yeah, the odds we end up getting locked out before the next Prophet Orb, you never know. In the next month, we might be making all of this stuff happen. And it would suck to be sitting there waiting for another orb event just to spend orbs. So my thoughts are, let's just spend 160, right? Let's just do a double completion in the event. Might as well do it. It'll also snag us out a single Reverie key. Maybe we'll roll it and get lucky and grab like, I don't know, like 40,000 gems. That'd be really nice, right? Something like that. That'd be cool. What are we gonna grab? Most likely something like this. That's how we always get. An origin artifact, that would really tickle my pickle. I tell you what. But we'll see. We'll see what we get here. But that's the plan. So where are we gonna orb? I've had to do some thinking. Okay, I've had to think many times. Because our big issue here with upgrading Garuda isn't like I can get Garuda copies out of these wrong place. Out of my Imminent Hero chests, I can just go ahead and yoink a couple out, get her to E4. What I'm really missing is food. But not food in general, because I can make tons of 9 stars, I'm missing copies to make 10 stars, and that's what really is slowing my progress down. I've had plenty of people tell me like, hey dude, you know you have like 35 stars here, right? Like, why aren't you using them? Because it doesn't matter if I had 10 billion 5 stars right here, it's not going to give me a hero that can be 10 starred, right? And that's what I'm short on is 10 star heroes, not the potential to make 9 star food. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to orb in a couple of factions. I'm going to drop 2 80 bombs. I think the first one's going to be in Shadow because we do have enough Jaras to make her 10 star. We're just missing a lot of 5 stars to take her there, right? Once we can get her to 10 star, I can make a 9 star food over here. I can make a 9 star food over here. No big deal. I can also use some of those Twiggles, if we get Twiggles, to maybe replace for another hero like a Sigmund or a Gru to get another 10 star hero. But the question I have for myself is, do I want to rush her to E4 and E5 right away and use those 10 stars up immediately? Or, in my brain hole, would it be a smarter idea to take a little bit of a more patient approach, because even the E3 Garuda is still going to make progress and probably Seal Land, probably the Aspen Dungeon, most likely the Tower, and use those 10-star heroes before that we actually feed them out, like a 10-star Sigmund, for example, to help get our reputations boosted up in other factions. So, for example, like building, you know, a 10-star Jara would allow me to do Shadow and Mage, get those up to neutral reputations, and help my growth chapters. So that's kind of where I'm sitting, a little bit on the fence there, what I want to do. We'll see. But first things first, and by first things first, I mean we're probably on second things at this point in the video, orbs. Orbs. We're gonna do many orbs. The great thing about the orb event, here's another thing that's so good about orbs, rather than scrolls. For a free-to-play player, it doesn't eat up your space in your actual inventory, and that's sick, because everything goes to your shard bag, which is so nice. This is a problem. We've got a real problem there. But, yeah, this is all going to go into our bag. So let's just start over here, and I'm just going to squiggle, because it makes no freaking sense. Make it make sense, game. Make it make sense. Why are you backwards? I don't know. We're going to go Shadow Skis. Are we going to drop 40 bombs at a time? Absolutely not. If we learned anything from Heroic Summons, we learned that the bigger the summoning pool, the worse the RNG happened for us. So we're going to rip it off in 10 skis. We only got 8 of them to do, and nothing's going to like slow us down like having to go back to our bag, which is great. How many Twiggles did you get in a 10 bomb? Let's see. 10 bomb, bam. Oh, well, look at that. We got a 5-star offer at 41 5-star shards and about 200 Twiggles. That's like 2 replacements. Not bad. So, the statisticals, this guy's food for me. I mean, someone maybe thinks he might be buildable. I don't know, maybe he is. To me, looks like food. Looks like delicious Jara food. But we're getting tons of the 4-star heroes here as well that we can use to fuse up to make 5 stars, which is great. I'm not sure if I'm happy that these are just regular 5-star shards and not the faction-specific ones. I'm not sure if I would prefer it one way or the other. Either way, that's fine. But yeah, if you look at the statistical likelihood of things happening, it's roughly like a 90% chance that you pull a 4-star hero, 4-star shards, or 5-star shards, and then the remaining like 9%-ish that's available is your 5-star hero. So the fact that we pulled a 10-star, or a 10-star, that would be sick. A 5-star to 10 bomb, that's pretty good RNG, I'll take it. Now, I do need to keep track of my 10 bombs. This is number 2. Because if I don't, oh my god, well, that's nice. 3 5-stars in a single 10 bomb? Not freaking bad, bro. I'll take that. That's going to make the Jara thing way easier. Now, how many do we need? That's a secondary question we probably need to ask. Let's go ahead and drop like 40, and then we'll go and check and see where we kind of are. Another 5-star. Why you shouldn't have, game. You shouldn't have. Plus, we got plenty of 5-stars cooking up right here. 8 per, that's what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? It's pretty close to a 5-star right there. I'll take it. Last 10 bomb, that's only 40, but I want to go check on how many we actually need. Probably should have done that beforehand, maybe even written it down. That would be smart, though. We don't do that around here. Food, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus some, right? Plus some. 5 plus. How many are we going to need for the Jara to go up? We've got all the 6 stars already ready, so we don't need any of that. I think I've got a puppet. No, I don't have a puppet. I lied. I don't have a puppet. That was a falsehood. I told you guys something that wasn't true. We have 1, 2. Probably going to save. tempted to save. We have 2. We need a lot more. How many do we need to go all the way to 10? Let's just take a quick peek. I think it's 13. It doesn't really matter who we click here, right? Yes. 13 minus the copies. So we need quite a few. We'll just go ahead and drop. Let's just keep rolling. Let's just go ahead and say it. I'm going to need to drop. Oh, really? Not going to save my place? Scrollage. I could drop a 40 piece, but I'm not gonna. I don't trust the 40 piece. We're doing it 10 at a time. 10-piece chicken nuggets is the best chicken nuggets. You get a 40-piece chicken nuggets, half of them are cold. You know what I'm saying? They're someone else's chicken nuggets. They're not. They better not be. There's a random 5-star hero there. No 5-star in that 10 pool, though. Not a huge deal. I mean, 2 5-stars, you can't complain. I can't complain about that. That's not bad. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of straight shadow food there, but, I mean, these can pull into a lot of heroes. I'm okay with it. Plus, like I said, Twiggles. We're going to need plenty of Twiggles. That was 20, correct? 30. Boop. No 5-star again except for this. Is it bad? Maybe a little. I think after this 80, we're going to go back to the bag. No 5-star again. Well, that kind of just stings me in the pants a little bit. We did grab 3-piece in 1 10 bomb, so I can't be too salty about things. That would be just in bad manners. Now, let's check. Make sure we are at indeed 80. Yes, we did 1 full completion there. 2nd full completion on the way. Ooh. We're guaranteed to get 5 Vessas, aren't we? I didn't even factor that in. That makes sense. We could easily just use Vessa as 10-star food. Why not? He says. But let's go ahead right now and let's maneuver our way through. Let's go ahead and pull out all of these. We're going to need our 3-star heroes we've saved up, which is not many. Yoink those out, and then we're going to go ahead and pull. Just pull everybody. Pull everyone we can and fuse up our 5-star bros. Yep. This might be a little bit too much, but that's fine. We'll see. Creation Circle. Quick upgrade. 5-star heroes. Is it all shadow people? It's 3 shadow people, and it's all the Deathsworn. Perfection. Yoinked. Nice. How's our bag looking now? Pretty much back to exactly what it was with 3 more heroes in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7-star. 1. That's as far as that went. But we still have these guys to pull out, which we can. So that would be, wait, let's go back. Read it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7. 1. So we need 2 more. 1, 2. That's 8. That's 9. We're ready. Jara can be 10-starred with what we've pulled out. I can leave these guys in here. May need them for a shelter mission. May need to pull them out later. But that should be, to my knowledge, what we need, correct? Keep thinking on it. 7-star. 8-star. 9-star. 10-star just requires a 6-star. I think we're good. I think we're good there. I'm happy. Now, my second faction I was going to orb was Forest. I still think I should, because Forest is in a great spot, right? I've got a lot of food already made for 9-stars/10 stars. But the more the merrier. The more copies we get of heroes. If I get like a single Gru or something, that's 2 potential 10 stars. Do I want them in the same faction though? Or should I go Fortress? If I go Fortress, there's a chance we pull like a Sig monster just out of the stuff and can make him 10-star and utilize him for a little while. Now I'm split. Now I'm wanting to do like a 40-40. Oh me, oh my. That's not good. We have 6-star puppets in both. So I think like no matter which way we go, I've got the food I kind of need to make 9 and 10-star heroes. And I've got a bunch of 4-stars I can pull out to make extra food. Let's just do we want to try a 40 pull? Do like a 40 pull in Forest and then a 40 pull in Fortress? Just split them? Now I could go light and dark, but I won't because that's ridiculous. We don't do that kind of business around here. Maybe on the other account, but not on this one. Let's try a 40 pull in Forest. Just see what happens. Could be horrible, could be the greatest thing we've ever seen. 1 5-star. See what I tell you? This is what I tell you, okay? Just stay away from the 40 bombs. The game knows. It knows what you're doing, and it's like, don't give him crap. Never doing that again. Mistake noted. I hate you, arrows. You are ridiculous. Whoever coded the arrows, I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you right in the face. I won't. I will. All right, we'll do the last 40 here in Fortress. And we're going to do them 10 at a time because we were already aware of the fact that... Call me a liar. It doesn't matter, Wrath. It doesn't matter. I know that. But in my brain, it matters, especially when you drop a 10 bomb and you pull 3 freaking 5-star heroes. It matters. It... Oh. Let's see if we can prove it twice in a row. We got a Heart Watcher. We got a freaking Heart Watcher. You know what I'm talking about. Go back over here. Okay. 20 more to do. I know that's 50-30. It's a horrible split, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Look at that. Another 5-star. It's crazy. Crazy how that works every single time, except for this time. But we're not counting that time. It's totally fine. How many? We got 3,000 twig skis. It's a lot of twig skis. That is a buttload of twig skis. And we've got a bunch of loot. Let's yoink all that out right now. 4-star light and darks. Oh, we got regular shadow food. We got 5-star heroes, Vessas, a reverie key, some cores, relics, symbols, souls, orbages. We got orbages? From whence? Is there oh, I'm just kidding. I know where we got them from. So how are we looking on orbs? 189. That's not bad. That's still a double completion the next time orbs comes around. Not counting the extra 50 I could yoink out literally that fast, which would give us actually 240 pretty much on the nose, which is a triple completion. I think we've made a fine choice. I'm not going to beat myself up about going double in, and if you want to beat me up for it, find me. You know what I'm saying? You got to find me first. All right, achievements. Complete orbages. Oh, we get twiggles from this as well. Well, tickle my pickle. I'll take it. Alrighty, so that's even more twiggles. Where do we use our twiggles? Probably forest. The reason I want to go forest, 1, we've got a fair amount of forest food. 2, if we get either a Gru or a Garuda, it's all good business. Same thing, I kind of still want to try to pull for a Siggy just to get one. The fact that we got a Heart Watcher is also an interesting idea. She's an assassin. Unfortunately, she's forest, so we already got that faction for settlements, but upgrading her would not be bad. A 5-star Heart Watcher does not give a whole lot of percentage buffs to her little boops, but the 6-star, I believe, is quite the jump up. Where are you? There you are, red-haired lady of Flying Doom. Yeah, a 10% bonus on the active skill and 5% per basic attack. That stacks up. That's going to add up much faster for your boss damage. Also, it'd make her a little more tanky. Not a bad thing. That said, who do we twig on? Who are we twiggling at? I guess we just start with, like, I guess we can, I don't want to use a Thale. I think I need her. Do I have more than one Thale? I don't. I've got one Edga. What are the odds Edga becomes Gru? I'm going to say 98% chance. But it's next time. It's not the first one. You never get it on the first one. A Rosa. Don't want him. Don't want him. Won't lie. I can't believe it's 100 replacements to get, like, the guaranteed dude. Now, hold up. What's 17? For a moment, let's just be crazy, because I think maybe I stumbled on something accidentally, and maybe my brain is just stupid, which is also incredibly possible. We're at 17. If we drop this, and we go back to a 5-star, is that going to take me to 18? It doesn't. Okay, never mind. I lied to you. Don't listen to me. I have brain problems. I'm an old man. You can't judge what I say, okay? A Dragon Slayer, look at those eyebrows. Bro has got the brows figured out. Honestly, he was kind of a fun hero to build back in the day because can you look at him while you're here? You can. He did a lot of burning, but he was super tanky. You get like a, what you call it? It's the forest one. It's the little, I don't know, damage reduction HP artifact for forest exclusives. But every time he took damage, he also burned the targets. He could like sit there and just tank and just burn people to death, which was kind of cool. I won't lie. Not a good hero, don't get me wrong, but kind of fun. Keep going. I do want to get at least a Gru. I don't need a Gru. Get Dragon Slayer twice in a row, though. I would love to get a Garuda. That would be great. It would save me an imminent chest. For sure, skis. But are we going to get it in 34 replaces? I mean, we aren't going to hit the timer on that, for sure, ski. Save it. Everything I wanted has been achieved. But it's not everything, because I do think I want to go in here and try to pull a Sigmund. to 10-star Sigmund as well. Who do we want to feed into a Sigmund? Who makes the most sense? You're like Sigmund's crazy lost short brother. So you, oh wait, do we want to put a penny there? Do I want to build a penny? I don't know. Part of me wants to build a freaking Unimax. I can't help it. It's hard-coded in my DNA to want that guy. I don't know why. I don't know. He just seems fun. We'll leave Penny there for now. Penny's fun. Penny's a cool hero, whatever. If we pull a Penny, we pull a Penny. We're not doing 100 replacements anyway. Iron Bambi. Now hold up. We have 1 out of 10. If I swap you, does it change? It doesn't! Okay, so it doesn't really matter who you put there. I guess. Well, that's nice. We'll leave Unimax there then. Why not? He looks cool. Alright, keep going. Time Mage, not looking for that. I just want a Sig Monster. A 10-star Sig Monster would be great. Also, another secondary thought process that I had was I could go with like a Shia, because she is an assassin and fortress, but we're kind of close to fortress already getting upgraded in the settlements, so it's not like a big deal to get a dual, like, you know, 2 different settlement kind of person. But she also can be transcended. Her transcendence form looks pretty cool, but so does her basic form. I feel like they buffed Shia since I last played, and she was already a pretty good hero. We're not taking a Mechanator. Nice try, nerd. We're gonna blow all of our Twiggles today? Hopefully not, but you never know. We may. We may end up doing exactly that, just looking for a single Sig Monster. Emily? No. There was a time for Emily, but it was many, many moons ago, and it was not recent moons. These are like moons from like 5+ years ago, where Emily was like actually kind of good because of her speed boosts and whatnot. Now, nobody uses Emily. Why? Because she sucks. They use her as food, and we are getting nothing but food. You'd think putting one of these nerds in there. You know what? Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Hold up. Honor Guard. You tried. You tried. Let's throw you in here. You want to be upgraded into a real hero. You know what I'm saying? You're tired of being food. You want to change into a Sigmund. Become part of a larger thing. A 10-star hero, perhaps. Maybe. An ODO1. Well, he is a 5-star that can be 10-starred, but he's not the one we're looking for. Not even close. Are we really wanting to burn all of our... A Sherlock. I can't not take that. That would be just stupid. Stupid and dumb. Okay, we'll stop. We'll stop. We got 2 Sherlocks now. It's fine. Plan Phase 2. Phase 2 of the plan. I've got my Garuda copy. Part of me wants to actually, like, awaken this Garuda copy. I don't think I've got another free one yet. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. Could we get a free one? Awaken this Garuda? Potentially do some finagling there? Get a better than E tier Garuda? Not that it matters. It's a free awaken. Who cares? Some people care. Screw it. Let's not worry. We can awaken her at any other time. It's not a pressing matter right now. It isn't. What do we need to do right now? Probably begin our journey towards... What am I clicking over here for? I was going to get out a Garuda copy. We don't need it. 6-star heroes. Do we have all of our 6 stars we need? Yes. Even without using the puppets, and that's kind of my bad. I keep forgetting I have them. 5 years ago, puppets were not as commonplace. You didn't see them that often. Generally, you got puppets when you regressed a hero, and that was about it. But it seems like since then, they've become a pretty staple in like rewards and loot that you get, which is cool. Definitely makes it a lot easier to hold on to some other heroes that you might need, which is nice. That said, no matter what, we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to start pulling out these guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2. Seems good. That should be enough to take her to 10-star. We need a 9-star food, though, in betwixt that. We can do that very easily, I think, in Forest as we sit. Let's go ahead and just snag out all of these puppets. That way I don't forget about having them and not use them and then punch myself in the balls later because I didn't. I also forgot that we had... these. What can be in here? Just food. Essentially just food pops out of them, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We've got a bunch of 5 stars as well. Do I want to start pulling all this stuff and utilizing it now? Part of me does. I'll tell you that. Part of me does. Sigmund can come out of here. Should we have started here for... Listen. I mean, it's great. It's fantastic. It's nice. Do I feel really dumb? Yes. Did I get a Sherlock out of it? Also, yes. Will I build Sherlock? You know what? Maybe. He actually seems kinda cool. I fought him in Purgatory Aspen Dungeon. Bro dookied all over my entire soul, and it was not a good time for me. But yeah. I mean, what is it? With upgrades, doesn't he get like 2 chances to do, where are you at, Mr. Lock of the Sure? Boop. Yeah, he guarantees to shapeshift 1 enemy for 15 rounds. Obviously doesn't work on bosses, I don't believe. But that can be incredibly annoying because it's random enemies. So if you shapeshift like a Holmes Young or like a better hero that like the enemy has, that can change the course of the battle right away. And also a 65% chance to shapeshift another enemy. Also pretty cool. Plus he offsets like crowd control and stuff. Could be a pretty solid support hero, like for your crowd control side of things. Maybe we go with the Sherlock. He seems kind of interesting. I don't know if he's like part of the tenant system for anybody, but still kind of interesting. All right, so let's go over here to the creation circle, see what we can cook up. We cannot cook up a 10-star Jara because we are short the Jara copies. Probably need to pull those out too, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. We got our Sigmunds. I think we got enough stuff if we want to make Sigmund. I'm not gonna make Sigmund. I think what we're gonna do here is our 9-star food is just cook it out of forest. That seems to make sense. I've already got all the stuff to make like a 9-star Thale. Could also 9-star Gru. Not gonna 9-star Gru. Let's make sure we choose the correct things in here. Demon Hunters, they're not good. We only have 1 of these guys though, and 1 of these guys though. That seems to be a better choice for me because we have 3 Demon Hunters. When the heck did we get a 3rd Demon Hunter? Good question. I don't know. It must have happened very recently. But yeah, since we only have 1 copy of each, we're a long way off of getting the 5 for 10. I'll just use those, and if we get 2 more Demon Hunters, that's another 10-star food. We'll take it. Let's go ahead and do it that way. Make you a 9-star like yoink. Nice. That should allow us to make you a 10-star. Just kidding, we're short something still. Let me question why. And my question is going to be, it's probably that it's not choosing something as food. Oh, oops. Put all those in there. 9. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve. That's 9. Boom, bam, bang. Bam. We could make it. Okay, the game was just being obtuse. It probably wasn't selecting like a Gooston as food or something. That will be my guesstimation, is it was like, don't use that guy as food. We're using that guy as food. 100%. Get out of here, nerd. We'll save on these dudes. They could be useful. Horus for Seal Land. Tix maybe even for Seal Land. I don't know. I've never really built a Tix. He seems kind of like a, I don't know. I would say a better Mim, but that's not really like a different Mim. Because I think his little passive at the end doesn't like wear off. Like he can just keep dealing damage for as long as the battle goes after he dies. If that's the way it works, he could be very useful for a lot of strategies just as a baby, just a little baby Tix doing work. We'll see. But let's go ahead and make this 10-star Jara, like a bam. And this is where I get, like I said, I'm sitting here on a 10-star hero. A 10-star hero that I could use as food right away. Get myself an E3 Garuda and start doing things of that nature. Consequently, if we do that, oh yes, fusion. Give me that. Glory challenge. Forgot about those. Oh, 2 6-star puppets? Why, game you shouldn't have. But you did, and there's no givesies backsies. We're keeping it. But yeah, Jara fits an interesting role for my guild, right? She's mage, she's shadow. I could use her. How many points do you give in a thingamajig? Boop. Boop. Info. Wrong button. Where do you find out how many they give you? I think you have to have a settlement quest available. Do you? Is that how that works? It might be. It may be. I don't know. I don't know. Potentially. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know how many points they give you. It's a fair amount of points. That ain't it. I don't know. I don't know. I'll click on one again. It ain't gonna make a difference. I think you have to actually have a thing here, and it gives you a button to click to see all of them. But we can't do that, so not a big deal. Either way, it makes me want to maybe build a second 10-star and feed that 10-star out instead. But who would that other 10-star be? It could be a Vesa. We could 10-star a Vesa. That could happen. But could it happen? We used up a lot of our food. We could pull all these bros out and just start making 5-star foods. We could also just be a psychopath, just be different, and click the wrong button again. And we could just open up all this crap. Impulsive. We're doing it. We did it. Already happened. We got our Gru. Another segment. My anger face is on right now. Okay, 4 Walters? That's insanity. Walter, very common bro. A Heart Watcher, that's a potential 9-star Heart Watcher. That does increase boss damage again, quite largely. So that's not a bad thing to snag out here. 10-star, obviously the best up until you want to go like E5 for survivability. Another Gru though, that is a potential 10-star Gru chilling there, already just hanging out. Already hanging, just chilling with us, just being friends. We've got bag space. We've got so much bag space, it would be foolish of me not to just summon out everything a feller holds dear in his heart and just turning them into, you heard it, 5-star food. And then using that 5-star food to make a Gru 10-star, but who's our 9-star food? It's gotta be you somewhere, right? It's gotta be an Abyss 9-star. Certainly. And we're close-ish. We got a Scary. I like Scary. I kind of want to use Scary just for Garuda because his basic attack hits everybody. Yeah. It doesn't say that here, but it does. And the fact that he hits everybody with both his basic and his active means he would make Garuda's damage go much larger in like a 6v6 game mode. So potentially actually maybe building a Scary just for that reason, not to actually take him like long term, that could be something. Either way, we have enough Normas. I've got 6 stars I can pull out. I only need to get like 1 6-star food. And then of course we got to go like what? We'll have to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We could go 1, 2. I could just use my King Bartons. I hate to do that. I could use Queens. I hate to do that. She could be transcended. Is she easy to get? Sure. Does that mean I want to use her? No. Let's go ahead and grab out our 4 stars. Wait, I missed some. Grab you out, grab you out, just only 2 of you. Grab 2 of you out. And we'll just see what we can fuse up with this. Quick upgrade, 5-star. We can make dudes. We can make 3 dudes. Is that gonna be enough dudes? Let's take a peek-see. Take a peek-see and look. Okay, well, hold up. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. He's gonna be food. Go ahead and yeet him into the bag. I don't really want to use Vesa as food, but I might, just because. Okay, so, Gru. Got a 6-star the Gru. We should probably start there. Let's just start with 6-star in the old Gruinator. We could 9-star the old Gruinator. We can do, oh, what the? Ball sack? Absolutely not. I could use Valkyrie here. That makes a lot of sense. Could use the Vesas. I don't really want to. I just don't really want to do that. I simply don't. I don't simply. We got mail. Fusion. Yes. I'm not using Heart Watcher as food. I don't want to use a Freya as food. I'm not planning on really using Freya or anything, but she is a Transcendence hero, so I could use like Awakenings on her, sell her off down the line, make some money back. I don't know. Kind of same with Vesa. But we do be having a lot of shards, right? Our shard levels fairly high. What's our 3-star levels looking like in the Forest faction? We have none. Things could be getting interesting. We're gonna fill up our bag space. I feel like doing. This is the long video, okay? This is the long game. It's pulling out heroes. So we need to pull 3 stars. Oh, we don't need to pull. This is gonna be a nightmare. We could just feed the Jara. Just feed the Jara instead. Don't feed the Jara. Don't be that guy. Don't do that. Could we 9-star here instead? 9-starring here is possible. Potentially. We've got 3 of these suckers. We've got food. We could 9-star like a Sierra, right? Yeah. Just take her up to 9. Okay, 6-star. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, we could 9-star Sierra to use her as food for 10-star Gru. So really all we need is, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out these puppets so I don't forget that I can make that happen. That is done, happenable, actionable intel. Over here, this confuses me. I don't like this. I'll be honest with you. It bothers my old man brain. We need 3-star heroes. Do we just summon a bunch? Yeah. Okay, let's say if we didn't get 4 forest heroes, I'm gonna punch 13 people, and one of them is gonna be one of the forest heroes. Oh, we can make a light hero. We're not doing that. Nice try, nerd. How close were we on this? Stop using Grus. Quit. Quit. Stop. Quit. Azekis. I mean, you could feed all this. That would be 9-star. Are we not using... Why is it being weird? Oh, because if it wants to use that as food, it won't let me 10-star him. So if I... Okay, hold up. Is it gonna let me make a 10-star Gru straight away? It might. Boop, bop, beep, bop. 13 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh! 1, 2, 3. We haven't made our 9-star. That's because I'm stupid. We can already do this. We can already do this. We're not 9-starring you. I need to pull out the Sierra copy as well. One of these days, my friends, one of these days, I will remember. I will remember that they're over here now. Come here, my friend. Come here, you're about to become food. Okay, so, boop, 9-star Sierra. Let's make sure you're not using up my Sig Bros. Nope, 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 nope. These are all the people that I wanted to feed anyway. Perfect. Confirm. Upgrade. 9-star done. 10-star. We could 10-star Sylvie. I know people are like, oh, build Sylvie, build Sylvie. Listen, I can't build Sylvie right away. It's far more important to get to an E5 than to start building Sylvie right now. It's probably going to be a while before I can get her to E5 anyway, because her copies they're not in any loot pools. So let's go ahead, make our Gru. Make sure we're not using up the wrong crap. Looking good, looking healthy, looking great, looking awesome. 10-star Gru. Yoink. We've done it. And now, technically, we could go straight to E4 Garuda if a feller really wanted to. A feller doesn't really want to, though, because I have other plans. And those plans are, like I said, I'm going to utilize Jara for a little while, strictly for this. I'm going to try to get my my mage and my shadow up. That'll get me 5 factions of reputation, which should help me start moving through here, because wrong button again. Here. The big thing we're going to get held up on is really going to be reputation. Once we do all this stuff, we make our E3 Garuda and whatnot, we're going to get a 9-star food, which is essentially our E5 Garuda's like base already made, which is nice. Very nice. We can probably clear that already. Purchasing an arena store, not a problem. We'll get tons of puppets and imminent selection chests to build our next hero. Activate a monster, not a problem. All of this stuff looks very doable, except for these. So if I can get these done fast, it means we can make a lot more progress in our chapters, grab the E5 Garuda copy, or E4, whatever it is, because I think we still need another one. But yeah, grabbing this out, all of this seems very doable in a very short amount of time. And this is going to get us on the board, right? This is where we'll get to just with using Jara as not food right away. Chapter 50. Then the rest of this stuff, this might be tough. I don't know how hard stage 4 is going to be for us. That's another 9-star food. That's huge. That's absolutely massive. We could maybe even potentially start going like into void imprinted Garuda if I really felt like it. Do I want to? I'm not sure. E4 hero, another 9-star food. So like I said, I feel like getting this rolling is important. Next week, we'll knock this stuff out so we can just keep on skedaddling down the line, probably get stuck somewhere around 54. Either way, I like how things are shaping up. So let's go ahead, get my Garuda, click on her. Click on that. Okay, it's like, well, where do I click? Put the Gru in there. Go ahead and take it. I want resilience. Resilience isn't bad. Kind of depends on who you're fighting. For right now, I'm just going to leave her with resilience as a form of healing that she has, even if things aren't dying. So let's go ahead and enable her up like yoink. Boop. We've done it. Not a huge stat increase. 300,000 health's not horrible. We can upgrade her, which we probably should and probably will. Did we get any of those back? It took us 15,000. I think it just ate 15,000. So the 10-star heroes purple is gone. We may end up in like purple issues, but not for now. Hold up. Is E3 doesn't take a copy? Or do we use the copy? Or is it just a 10-star for E3? I thought it took a copy. I'm having a stroke or something. I think we're pretty good then. We could continue. We're not gonna. We're gonna hold off on it. Like I said, we're gonna take a little breather here. We're gonna upgrade her to 290. See if there's a big difference at all. Not bad. 10 million HP, 200,000 attack. I'm feeling it. Okay, and she's also got herself a little bit of healing now built in every single round. So what do we do with our newfound Garuda of power? Things. Things are what we do. What are those things? We could go tower. We could go tower and give her a little tickle and suit. Oh, wait, hold up. We've got more loot. I forgetted. An Inosuke. We're probably not going to build an Inosuke here, but he is pretty cool. This is where you get your 9-star E5, which, again, we're not as far away from E5 as we once were. I could be Gru. We represent the Gruinator. Look at that. That just blends. We're a little goldy tree, man. I like it. We're now Grus. Okay, that said, two things we could do. We could push tower, which we need to do for chapter anyway, or we could tickle a little bit of broken spaces, which I do kind of want to see. I didn't 6-star like Heart Watcher or anything. These guys are almost dead. They're already almost DEAD dead. Who do we drop? Probably Barton. Throw a jar. She's 10-star. I mean, she's not good. Like, because she's not leveled or geared or anything, but I mean, she's probably going to do better than a freaking Barton will. Almost for sure. I don't think you really do great against the bosses. We'll throw you in here. I don't think it really matters to anybody else. Unless we doubled up on Heart Watchers. We don't. We probably should. We don't. Let's see what we can do damage-wise now. A little bit more oh, we only got one enemy here to fight. Okay, well, that's interesting. They're not doing much damage. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. We're also not doing much damage. Gotta put this... Oh, I saw a damage tick when I was moving it. Hold up. That's pretty much perfectly pixel... Oh my god, the damage is rolling out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, this is why I think my next build... Like, once I E5 Garuda, which isn't too terribly far away, I think my next hero that I build should probably be Ignis. She's just so useful in so many situations. Even if she doesn't die, especially like a 10-star Ignis, she can still feed you energy casts like every other round, which is pretty nice. If she does die, crowd control immunity, full heal, just seems good. Especially on a Garuda. I feel like being able to get extra active skills out of Garuda will be really big. So, are we going to beat this chick in one go? Yes, we are. Yeah, yeah. Yes, 454 million. Dang it, Flora, you're just a freak. Jara, you suck butt. You barely out-deeped a 5-star. Barely. But she's a PvP hero, not a PvE hero. She's not geared. There's not... Well, he's not geared either, I don't think. So it doesn't really matter. Either way, Stage 2 Broken Spaces, absolutely decimated. Now this was our vengeance last time. These people smoked the absolute crap out of us. Our whole team died. We did not survive even a little bit. I mean, I don't know if there's someone else I should throw in that could probably do more work than a wonder if Death Swarm would be kind of funny here. Does this active skill burn for every round? Well, it doesn't really matter. We'll see. It's not important. It's not that important. Ooh, we don't need Scary. It's only 2 enemies, so Scary's multiple attack probably not that important. Although, maybe it is. We'll do it like that. What the heck? What's the worst that could happen? I mean, if they die, they die. I'm not too terribly worried about them surviving. Although it would suck if they died, I guess, because then she would do less damage. Oh, wow. Their damage is far less than it was before. Now, the poison does stack up over time, and we don't really have a healer. So potentially, instead of doing what I just did, I should have thrown like a Vesa in just to get some form of healing. Although we look like we're doing fine. And maybe the Phoenix will just do it for us. You know? Do burns all tick at once? Like all 3 of these stacks of burn, will they just keep burning? I don't know. I don't see a 15 round burned on anybody, so maybe 4-star doesn't have it. Maybe it's 5-star and up. I don't know. Could be wrong on that. They keep going. Let's just keep rocking it out. They're not taking a bunch of damage. I haven't really seen any line movement, but we do have to stack all the Heart Watcher debuffs on. Probably would be better to just run 2 5-star Heart Watchers right now, ditch the Death Sworn. We've got some damage ticking in, and everyone's staying alive right now. That is a marked improvement over last time. So we've never taken down Broken Spaces 3. This will be the first. The fact that Garuda can self-heal a little bit, also very nice. We might be better off with crowd control removal, because they do stun. I don't know. It's probably doing okay. I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty decent damage. Compared to the first time we fought them and our whole team died, even Garuda. 600 million damage? I'll take it. I'll absolutely take that. That's pretty good. Sigmund, he does have faction advantage here, but golly dang. Not bad. Flora dropping some serious damage. Scary. I guess we didn't upgrade him. Deathsworn honestly didn't do horrible. But let's try it again. Let's try it again with my other plan in mind. Okay, we have a Heart Watcher here. Let's go ahead and just take you all the way up to 100. I don't need to gear you up, I don't believe. We'll just drop the Deathsworn out of the team. I don't think he does anything. Scary, we could upgrade so that he actually has the basic attack, leaving a mark on the enemy as well. What the heck? We'll take a Scary up to 100. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. No biggie. Absolutely no biggie. Do we have anything we could throw on you? Extra crit? Sure. Absolutely. You deserve it and you need it. You, what can we throw on you? I don't think anything really matters all that much. Try to start you off with an energy cast or something, but I don't think it matters. Some crit. What about you? Oh, hold up. Yeah, get that star. There we go. Try it again with double Heart Watcher. Just see if our damage goes up. This is the wrong place. This is the right place. See if we can do more than 9% damage if we get rid of... Oh, nope. My bad. My bad. Get back in there, buddy. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. There you go. And there we go. Double Heart Watcher is going to stack her marks twice as fast. And like I said, the damage of my other teammates other than these two is pretty inconsequential. So we'll see if this makes any kind of normal difference. Noticeable difference. I just want to know. I just want to know. Now, of course, it's probably better to have 6-star / 9-star Heart Watcher eventually for boss damage. But for now, this is how we're going to have to do things. Because all of our food's going towards you. But once she goes E5, I still think Ignis is next priority. I forgot she had a heal. It doesn't obviously heal the bosses, because that would be very annoying to fight. Although it would be a fun mechanic, I think, if they made bosses with a heal mechanic. So you had to actually, like, bring people that had, like, healing reduction or Amen Ramen to, like, make their heals hurt them, stuff like that. That could be cool. I don't know. They may have that somewhere in the game. I just haven't got there yet. Possible. Very possible. But Scary should be stacking them with lots more marks now than he was before, so they should be getting maybe a little bit more damage out of him. The doubles up on these means everyone should do more damage. We're getting a lot of stuns coming in, though, which is a little annoying. a little irksome. We'll slow it down probably around round like 12, 13 to kind of see what kind of damage we get out of like the little guys. 12. We can go slow down. We can slow it up. 6 million damage out of a single hit. Scary, you little freak. You little freak nugget. Not bad. I'll take it. That's actually kind of impressive. Even the Heart Watchers are dropping like 500,000 each now, and that's the benefit, of course, of double stacking them. Those marks are gonna kind of accumulate quicker, which means everyone does way more damage, which is nice. Which is very nice. Generally speaking, obviously, like one 10-star Heart Watcher is gonna outdo 2 of these, but we don't have that option, so this is actually kind of a method. We could also double stack Scaries, because I don't believe their marks have a cap either. And we do have 2 Scaries. That was a lot of 20 million damage ticks right there. That was kind of insane. Let's see how much damage we ended up doing this time with everybody. We did get some stuns. There's going to be some inconsistency here and there, but let's just see. Boop. Holy ball sack. 1.2 billion damage. That's like literally double what we did before. And I think 90% of this is, of course, going to be these double stacked Heart Watchers boosting our DPS. She went insane. But the Scary also jumped from like nothing to 23 million just by himself. That's not bad. That is not bad. I will take it. I will absolutely take that. How much damage was that off your total health? A lot. Let's kill you. What is this garbage? Ew. Boop, bop, beep, and boop. We do have another floor, so we could take her up if we wanted to as well, just for boss stuff. I feel like LV would probably be better to start building. Pull a Drake out maybe of our thingy, but whatever. We'll go ahead and smoosh these guys. Did I not put a monster in? I really hope I did. I must have, because they died in like 5 hits. So Broken Spaces 3 has now been conquered. Oh, it's frickin' Gru. I don't like you. I'll be straight with you. You irk me. You irk me in many ways. But the damage output here maybe won't be crazy. What if we threw Scary up front? Because every time he gets hit by their active skills, he will counterattack. I don't think Gru's active. I think it hits front line. We'll see. We'll see what happens. He might just smoke on my Sigmund anyway. I don't know what their damage increase is going to be. Like, oh, the counterattacks. This is going to suck. Yeah, this is going to be a very annoying fight. Yeah. Because they only hit front line other than their counterattacks. We might be able to just survive this based on percent-based damage, and hopefully these guys stacking enough marks and not dying. Phoenix healing people that need it. We'll see. These fights take forever, though. There's just so many counters going in. Plus, the removal of attack and crit is going to really hurt our bottom line. Maybe I should be putting attribute reduction. Resilience doesn't matter on this one. I should probably swap that over, that enable, just to make sure she's clearing off some of this attack or crit reduction. I think it's attack and crit. It might be. I think that's what it is. I'll have to check. But if we can take down stage 4 of Broken Spaces, that's our chapter loot for quite a while. That's like the highest thing they needed from us. It looks like our Phoenix did not heal our Sigmund again. I don't think he's going to be in like any real danger. These guys don't hit too hard. They're just annoying because they reduce your damage by a lot. Do we have anybody that reduces damage reduction? I don't know. I could look and see. Potentially we have somebody with that. I'm not sure. We haven't even moved their HP at all. They are still like absolutely fine. Oh, never mind. I see a smidgen. I see a smidgen off the Gru. We could do this. This could be doable. Yeah, I think the Phoenix healing, more than enough here. Everybody's still alive. No one's even gotten what I would say like into a dangerous situation of being close to dying. I think even with terrible RNG where the Phoenix never heals like Sigmund or Scary, we're probably still going to survive this. See if maybe these last rounds we get a bit better DPS. Because right now, like I said, we're not hitting super hard. But that's like I said, we're losing lots of attack. I think it's attack and crit. I'll double check. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, her follow-up attacks were doing like 2 or 3 million, I think, last time toward the end. So our damage is going to go way down. Mainly just because we're fighting a Gru. Also, a Drake could be pretty big here. A Drake paired with Sigmund would be pretty much like 100% armor reduction on at least one enemy, even if Drake's 5-star. Now, of course, a 10-star Drake or a 9-star Drake would pretty much remove the need for Sigmund entirely, but we don't really have that option right now. It looks like we're going to survive, and we've done a noticeable amount of damage. Like, I can actually see the bar is moved, which makes me feel like we could smash our way through this and it wouldn't be a problem. 690 million, that's still not bad. I'll take it. Dang. Nice. Not quite as much coming out of the old Sig monster here. Laura was right there with him. And Sigmund, Scary, still doing pretty solid DPS. Scary is such a fun build. Okay, here's a little side thing. Not important at all to what we just did. We're about an hour deep, by the way, so if you've already clocked out, that's my bad. If you haven't clocked out, comment Big Groot. You know what I'm saying? Big Groot. We did 4%. 4%'s not bad. I could deal with that. That's only what, like 25 badges to beat 4? That's doable. That's super doable. Let's go ahead and read Groot, because I already forgot kind of about doing that. We just made one. When taking damage, yeah, attack and crit for 2 rounds. So that's kind of an annoying thing to get rid of. Of course, we can change our enables on her. Let's do that. Let's just go ahead and switch this skill over to, yeah, this. And we'll just do a smash. Not gonna, like, watch the whole thing, because that takes forever. We'll just do a smash and see if we come away with, wrong button, more than 4% of their life. Is this what we had set up last time? It looks like it. It looks correct. Let's do it. We got 14 Chaos Stones. How much life? Is that 2% damage? Maybe we don't smash it. Maybe we watch it. But we don't watch it. We next it. You know what I'm saying? We do this. Okay, that was better damage. Quite a bit better damage. Maybe we got really unlucky. Perhaps somebody died. That's possible. Because if, like, one of these guys did die, we would lose some damage out of Garuda. But I don't know. That was weird that we did, like, 2% damage on that hit. This one should obviously be back to, like, 6%. 4%. Looks like we're averaging around 4% life per smack. I can deal with that. We got 2% of that one. Must have been a really bad run. Either way, not too important. A lot of loot coming out of smoking these guys. Do we just go ahead and smoke them? I think we do. Let's put everybody where they were. Is that where they were? Or is that where they were? I don't think it matters. Do it. Killed him. He's dead for sure. Yeah, get smoked. You're out of it. We could try 5. A lot of crowd control coming out of this. And I'm assuming a lot of damage. We can try 1 run. Swap our enables over. Just see how far we really need to start progressing. Because I feel like we're kind of at the point now where they're going to kill us. Where's crowd control reduction? You. We've got a lot of freeze, petrify, and stun coming in. I feel like most of our team is going to die. Which means we're probably going to do very little damage. But that's okay. You don't know until you go. So we're going. We're going to go and we're going to watch everyone that we love probably no longer cease to exist. And that's just part of the game, you know? Yeah, people are going to die. People are going to die a lot. That's for darn tootin'. We are not going to survive this. The Heart Watchers are going to die relatively soon. The stuns are coming in. I don't know if Scary's passive still triggers when he's stunned, where he puts a mark on them. I'm not sure. We're definitely going to lose a Heart Watcher. There's just no doubt about that. Maybe on bosses like this, our strat shouldn't be so much to go all offensive, but to play it a little bit defensively, maybe bring like someone that reduces attack or steals attack and crit ourselves. Just to kind of make them hit less hard. Scary is going to eventually die. We're going to make it maybe all the rounds, though. I feel like our damage will be noticeably low, though. We've lost a Heart Watcher early. We're going to start losing the other ones relatively soon. It's going to be down just to Garuda. How much heal do we get out of this Phoenix drop? Not much at all. Wow, Phoenix might be kind of anus. We may be better off running like like the Lion. Because his shields are 30% of your health. 880 million, that's actually shocking. I didn't expect that much damage. Honestly, respectable. A respectable amount of damage. How much percent, though? That's the real question. 3. Probably more like 2 point something, because I think it automatically gives you 99% if you do like 1 damage. So that's still killable. We could still kill stage 5, I think, with what we've got. We're not going to do that right now. We're going to claim all this loot out, though. Some relics, some stonage, some soulage, some dustage, some spiritage, some goldage. Things you love to see. We were going to go tower. I'm not going to lie to you. We're an hour deep. It's probably too late for tower. We can do that down the line. It's not going anywhere. Tower's fine. But I want to take a little quick stroll down the future, right? This, next week, is done. No problem. We don't have a lot of coins. We can buy these. They're relatively cheap. Aspen dungeon runs, we could probably load up on 300 plus to do a full completion. Because I feel like doing less than a full completion, probably just a waste of your time. But, that will be done. This is already done. Another dark hero for the next heroic miracle. That's fantastic. Another light hero for the next heroic miracle. Fantastic. This is for sure getting done now that we're keeping Jara for a little while. Now, I know some people are probably like, dude, just rush the E5. Rush the E5. I'm telling you, I might not be the smartest guy in the world, but I do have reasons for my badness. And I think keeping Jara back and not going E4 straight away is a good idea. I think this is a great way for me to get my settlements done. Now, if you're already in a guild with lots of people and you can get your settlements done way easier anyways, just because you get passive XP in all of them, I can understand rushing the E5 right away. That's not the situation we're in, though. So I think the way I'm doing it is going to make a lot of sense, because this is going to be like the biggest holdup we have. Everything else can be overcome pretty easily. Like, this is already done. We've already got a 9-star hero free coming in, which is going to help us build our next 10-star way faster, right? That's pretty much like a straight up E5. As soon as we get this, we can probably take her all the way, unlock Gate of the Void, and that's awesome. Arena purchases, I can do that whenever. That's not even a problem. We've got enough to buy 50 more orbs, which is likely what I'll buy. I could buy the treasure. I kind of debated buying the treasures just to get more treasure train stuff going on. But I think orbs are probably a better value at this point in the game. Maybe even wishing coins if I wanted to go crazy on the event, have like a really good hero as an offer. We could even do that. Like if Ignis popped up in the next wishing coin event, I'd probably just go buy like 1,000 wishing coins with my currency here and just smoke through that, get a bunch of them. But yeah, we're starting to get into the puppet selections. Over here, we're going to start getting imminent hero selections, which is great with more puppets to help build more food faster. Ideally, this will be going towards our Ignis at this point, I believe. Activating a monster, we could do that literally right now. We might even do that and swap over to a lion. I don't know which would be stronger. The lion doesn't have any actual innate healing, but the Phoenix's healing is feeling kind of weak, whereas the lion's 30% shield is just 30% of your health. So if you have a huge amount of health because of treasure train, I feel like that lion's going to make a bigger difference probably than the Phoenix does. We'll see. Like I said, that wasn't a monster back in the day. At least if it was very new. So, I don't know. We've done all of this. Tons of loot coming in here. The wishing coin, super wishing, there'll probably be a mini event for that next week. I don't know how hard I'll go on it. I'll probably just do the 5 to get 7 back, recoup my Colossus, because I've got well over 100 of those suckers. How many do I have? 161. I think I don't know how many it is for the monthly event. I haven't actually seen the Super Wishing Coin monthly event yet. That's going to come up next time we get monthly events in 400 hours, because we finally beat the Brave Trial. So we'll get that and see what that loot's all about. It might be the same kind of loot, just different. That's possible. How far were we? Click, 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 click. Click, click, right there. That's where we were. We can do that, save on the rest. Unless there's really good, like, super good loot for using your super wishing coins, then maybe we go deep on that. Maybe not. Again, holding back Jara for this, I feel like that is the astute move. We're going to knock this out next week. Tower of Oblivion, we can obviously push that pretty easy. Get ourselves the last Garuda copy, pretty much we're going to need. Even though we can use our imminent selection chest, this is just better. That saves those for like Ignis copies or something like that, which would be nice. So we can get here probably by next week. That's where my mind is sitting. Next week we could be here. Depending on how long it takes to do the guild settlement quests, I think a 10-star is over 1,000. So we only got to do it 5 days in a row per. That's 10 days to get 2 factions up to the next settlement tier, I think we're fine. I think we can do that next week. I think we can be here, ready for an E5 Garuda. Guild Tech, that's no big deal. We'll have that for sure, almost guaranteed. I can make that happen just by going to a different Guild Tech and just taking it to 20 really fast. Super easy, not a problem. That's done. More puppet selections, more imminent selections. Finally we get some contract starry gems. That'll be cool to have those. But all this is done. This, again, holding the jar, because we're fairly close on the fortress for Sigmund. He'll get there somewhat soonish. And then the other 2, so that'd be 3 out of 5. Jar will take care of Shadow and Mage. That'll finish this out for Chapter 50, which gives us even more loot. Scooting on down, activating another monster is super easy. That's insanely cheap. Another 9-star puppet. I feel like we're on the right path. Another 9-star puppet. We're going to have an E4 by then. I can already forge this up. I've been saving my orange gear just because I wasn't sure what to do with it, and this seems like a smart... I'm glad I saved it. This will be done next week. This might take a little while. The rune. I'm not sure. And this, of course, is going to start holding us back a little bit. But if we do, like, build Ignis to 10-star relatively soon with all that free loot and selection chests, she's going to take care of Abyss and Priest. That'll take us to 7. So that actually might not be as far away as you think. I think we're in a good spot. I think we're setting ourselves up for success in the long run, and that's really what matters. I'm happy. I'm happy with the decisions today. We got ourselves a Gru. We've got a very clear path to E5 Garuda, pretty much already is laid out. We could 10-star Sigmund and then just sell Sigmund off with all the 9-star loot we're going to get. Shouldn't be hard at all. I think we're in a good spot. I like it. I'm happy with it. But I think that's probably going to be it for today. So now you know the future plans. You know why I've been holding back a little bit. And I think now we can all be on the same page for the free-to-play account tomorrow. I'm guessing we're probably going to jump over to the Revival account. I need to do stuff over there as well. I didn't do almost any of the Star Expedition, and I feel stupid. I feel dumb. Is it over? Oh, no. It's over in 2 hours. Balls. Yeah, I need to probably just, when that comes out, maybe just stream it or something. Just stream me doing Star Expedition so I can do it all in one day. Or just make a really long video. One or the other. We'll see. Because I have an issue. I have a problem as a human being. When I'm doing stuff like this for a game, I have this innate need to not do anything that I'm not recording, so you guys can see the process of like the account getting built up, and there's not like confusing cuts and jumps like how did you get to where you are. I like to just there's a paper trail, a video paper trail. There's an e-trail of everything that we've done. So I didn't do it in Star Expedition, and that's a horrible for progress, but I don't know. Oops. We'll do it later. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. Before we go, of course, boop, gotta thank all the Rathicans helping support the channel. Hopefully I don't mess this up. There's a fairly good chance I will, but I'll try not to. I'm gonna have to cheat right off rip. Just kidding. I did cheat. I cheated. I looked over there. I saw all the names. I still might mess it up. But starting at the top, our greatest Rathicans, we have Shaheen, Trippy, and White Crow. Our great Rathicans, Lotto DeLidsey. I'm old. I'm so old. Bellandane, and FMK. What? Make sure I got that right. I didn't want to mess that up. I feel bad. And then our Rathicans, we have JMV, Zanelli, Electric Leaf, Lost Emotions, Kai, Churd, Cosmic, and Flo. Double check. Correct. We're good. I had to look like 5 times, but that's what happens when you're old, okay? You forget things, and when the order gets jumbled, we had some upgrades, right? We had some recent upgrades on the Rathican tree. My whole brain is like, oh, I forgot everything now. But again, I appreciate you guys so much for helping support the channel. It means a lot to me. Helps me do a lot of fun stuff, especially on the Revival series. Obviously, the free-to-play account doesn't really do too much here, other than allow me to do this, you know, as secondary side content, but really focus on the old Revival series and boost that count, hopefully, to the moon. But yeah, appreciate that so much. That is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button to show your support, and I will see you guys in the next one.